All right, and welcome everyone to another edition of the Fam Effect podcast. As always, I am your host, the Bushido Geek, aka the Shogun of Fandom. Here, of course, joined by Sam the Man. How are you doing,
Hi,
Sam?
I'm cold.
It's very cold. We are recording this in early February.
Wisconsin.
It's not -5, so
We've
I'm
got
gonna
that
go
going
with
for us.
it's a win and improvement.
It's a balmy,
And
probably 10 degrees.
yeah.
Get your shorts out, people.
Honestly, if it was 10 degrees warmer, I could probably go outside in a t-shirt. If it was like high 30s,
Oh, that's
I think
the
I could deal
dream.
with that. Yeah, I think I could deal with high 30s right now.
I could put my
That'd be great.
Columbia coat away.
Jesus, I have so much stuff on right now, and I love it too because, I came from Michigan, so I'm a Lions fan. So like my hat and gloves are already like Lions decked out.
Yeah,
I didn't
I've
realize
looked
it.
before.
I didn't realize it until 2 weeks ago that the jacket I'm wearing is also blue and white. It's not a Lions jacket. It's just like a regular North Face. It just happens to be also the exact same colors of the Lions.
It's okay.
So
You're just fashionable.
yeah, I'm walking around in Packer country in full Lions gear, and I love it.
And
I
I'm
love every
surprised
second
you
of
haven't
it.
been egged yet.
It's because they know who's the better team. In my mind.
I'm not even going to talk because I don't give a shit about
in my
football.
mind.
I don't give
In
a
my
shit.
mind. Records don't mean anything. In my mind, that's what counts.
Keep telling yourself that, buddy.
Oh, I will. As a Lions fan, you literally have to. You don't have a choice. From day one, literally, win or lose game one, you're like, well, there's always next year. That's generally how you approach the season. And then
Got
you're
it.
like, yeah, you go to next year.
Segue. We have a
Yeah,
guest,
segue. We do. Sam, who is it? I'm making you do it. Go.
Jonathan.
What's his
Yes.
last name? How do you say it?
Stoddard. Stoddard? I can't read. I said that already. I forgot to ask beforehand.
I mean, no, it was close enough. Stoddard, yeah.
Stoddard. It's all right. That's one X.
Jonathan Stoddard.
Two more, and I have to boot you off as punishment.
That's okay.
You know the
pronounced
rules.
Philip's last name wrong last episode, so we'll
Yeah.
just ignore
Yeah,
it.
but it's 3 strikes per recording, so that's one for
Oh.
now.
Well, I'll
it
never say
resets every
anything
time.
again.
Yeah, and then we'll figure out how it goes.
Got it.
So, but we do have a guest.
Mhm.
Jonathan's here, who we've dubbed the man of 1,000 projects before we started recording. And then, as we were just kind of talking before, preparing, he proceeded to tell us all the different things that he's doing that aren't even on the things that we had access to.
Right.
And was like, oh, no, I'm still doing all of these things and more of these things.
And then a
So-
little bit of this.
Yeah, I gotta ask, how do you keep everything organized?
I don't.
Okay,
That's
cool.
Good
Me
answer. I approve.
I am. Yeah. No. There's no way to even pretend like everything is. Constantly, I'm failing in at least one direction, all the time, every day. So as long as I get comfortable with that, which I am, but I do need I need to start hiring bigger or expanding my teams and things like that because it's not a great feeling. But yeah, it's hard, as you guys know. It's hard to hustle and build an empire in today's world. Like you're competing with so much media attention and distraction.
Yeah.
Everyone's ADD now, so you know
Oh, yeah.
it's tough.
Don't
Yeah.
have to attack me like that.
Yeah. I'm going to get yelled at
I-
by Sam. And
I was one of the original. Can I be one of those people? Like
If you
I
want.
was one of the first ADD
I was one of-
people.
I did it before it was normal.
I made it cool.
It was because of me that you can do this.
Oh my
Do
gosh.
you guys know those people with COVID and everything? They're like, oh, dude, I had it before we even knew what it was.
100%.
Oh yeah, everyone has those friends.
Oh,
Staple
yeah.
in
I got a
every
coworker
friendship.
that was just telling me that 2 days ago.
Yeah.
They're like, I had it. They didn't even have a name for it yet. And I was like, okay, good for you.
You're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Good job,
You
buddy.
have this and that and then that. And then you might as well just give up now.
Here's an
Never
Oreo.
Yeah, here's an Oreo. So what was kind of funny is in talking about trying to figure out where we wanted to go,
We
there
went
was too
nowhere.
many directions to really pick. So I'm just gonna kind of just swing for a wild pitch, and we're gonna see where it ends up. You've been doing a
Bring it.
lot of recent projects, like a lot of different movies and stuff like that. What has been? I'm not trying to don't not pick a favorite, but do no, I'm just kidding. But what has just really kind of blown you away with just how amazing the project was? You knew going into it might be, fun or exciting or whatever it might be, but something about the project really just kind of just stood out to you, and for whatever it might be?
It's actually really, it's a great question, and it's just really hard to answer. And the reason being is because I am a softie at heart. And the the reason why that complicates everything
Uh-huh.
is because when I jump from set to set, you're spending, a month with people, solving problems, having fun, creating every story. Like all of my characters are going through wild discoveries of overcoming something, discovering sense of self-worth and challenge and like falling in love. And so there is a Zen Buddhist lesson and life accomplishment through every month. There's a new love interest or a new mission, a new anything. And it's just, you walk away from every set having a family. So it's hard to just be like, to narrow down one, or I don't know. I'm super sentimental. I got a super gushy heart, and I just fall in love with every single set that I'm a part of, from directors to cast, co-stars. And I think, quite honestly, it's one of the reasons why I get a lot of repeat directors and people who keep fighting for me, because I don't know. I've been told I have a presence and a je ne sais quoi on
Really?
set.
Who would have known?
I couldn't pick any of that
I'm
out
not
today.
really getting it, but I mean,
Yeah.
there's still time left, so we'll see how it
figure it
goes.
out.
Yeah, maybe we'll get
Yeah.
there. And
So
Charisma is.
We'll spin the question a little bit then. What's some of the funniest things that have happened to you on set?
Okay. Okay.
You're laughing about
So
something.
Oh yeah. So I just wrapped a movie yesterday, and then I'm out in Nashville now, but I was just filming in Florida, in Clearwater, Pinellas County and stuff. And it's a rom-com, and it is like straight up comedy. So full characters, everything, but my character is like this grounded adrenaline junkie, super cool kind of dude.
Mhm.
I'm a theater rat, so I love the big characters, and it's like, oh, you want me to sit still to be cool? Because I don't know what that's like. And they're like, yeah, just don't do anything, and that's cool. I'm like,
You're like, but do everything? You're like, nope, not that one.
No.
they're like, just smolder, and that's cool. Okay, so I'm doing this movie, and my co-star, love interest of the film, we have one of those cute, our first date night moments where we start falling in love. And she tells me the day before, she's like, get ready. I am going to do something during the dance. It's a surprise. I'm doing a move. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I promise you, you will know when it happens. And I'm like, I'm
Okay.
intrigued. Yeah.
All right.
And so we,
Okay.
Fancy's
should
tickle?
I actually,
Yeah.
well, there is no way that I can recreate the absolute genius of what I experienced, but I can tell you that when we filmed the following day, during the dance scene, she did this move, and I broke on camera and collapsed to the ground laughing. And it was just,
As you
it
do.
happens to be, yeah. Oh, well, it made the cut.
Yes!
There it is.
Oh yeah, there was no way it can't. Like, but so it's that's more recently. It's the fun that happens where you have no idea. Like another random kind of not so funny, but it was just great. As I did this movie in Oklahoma City that actually just got released in France and the UK a couple days ago, but we filmed it last year in Oklahoma, and we had to stop filming due to a tornado or a hurricane or something. And so everyone's down in the basement, but I'm outside with the producer, and we're like, oh, it's like, look, the clouds are spiraling. It's going to connect there, and it's going to connect there. And people are
Look,
like,
death is
John,
there.
yeah, we're going to die. It's going to be great. And people are like, John, get in the basement. You're number one. We can't make the movie without you. I'm like, no, this is like,
No, I
I'm
want to
living
look
my-
at the clouds.
Like,
Yeah,
guys,
look
it's
at the
fine. It's
pretty
like 10
colors.
feet that way.
They're like, haven't you seen Powder? I'm like, no, I love Powder.
Where's snow? I don't think it's snowing. I think it's a tornado.
Oh my goodness. That's what it's like to be in any Midwest town is
Oh,
tornado
yeah.
sirens. Well, let me go look out the porch. See
Yeah.
what's going on now.
Oh yeah, that's pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like any blizzard in the Midwest is, it's like 2 to 3 feet of snow, and you calculate in your head, all right, so I'll leave the house 10 minutes earlier, 5 to shovel my car, 5 for people who can't drive through the snow,
Right.
and then 5 more to brush in my car when I get to work and have to leave again, and my snow is now recovered in snow again. All right, got it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
about
Time
12 o'clock,
management.
there's going to be a tornado. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And
Great.
then there's always those veteran guys sitting on their porch,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
they've been around, they look like dust, and they're like, yep,
We're gonna be
Don't-
fine.
we're
Hit-
good.
hit the
Don't
spittoon.
worry."
Mhm.
Yep.
I did do something kind of similar in Michigan once, where I was at where I went to college, and like it was like a crazy windy day, and like it was one of those, a tornado warning, and I like got up and I started to leave, and the person at the desk was like, "Wait, I don't think you're allowed to leave. It's like a tornado warning." And I literally just turned around. I was like, "No."
No, I'll be
Just-
fine.
I
It's
just
a
kept
warning
walking.
for a reason.
It's a warning. I'll be fine. Winds are like 30. Nothing's gonna happen.
Nah, my car's heavier than that.
They're
Yeah,
like, guys, have
exactly.
you seen Twister? I can drive faster than the tornado. Can get to us.
Exactly.
I'm fine.
If that movie taught me anything, is that as long as I drive in front of it, nothing happens.
Right.
So I don't like.
Just keep it in your rear view mirror, and you're
Yeah,
good.
and then nothing bad can happen. It's like that was a mistake she made in Wizard of Oz. She stayed in the house, right? If she would just
Right.
stood in front of it and ran, like nothing can happen. Like
No.
we got to take
Really
movies.
Boring movie.
Yeah, I mean it's true, but we got to take
Life
movies to heart. I mean,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, hashtag life lesson.
exactly.
That's your
Exactly.
Phantom effect.
Yeah. There's your please don't do this life lesson. There's your life lesson, but hashtag please don't do that.
Hashtag we're not responsible for any injuries caused on set.
Yeah. Or
Yeah, we
you
need
trying
to
to
offer a
chase a
disclaimer right now.
tornado. Yeah, just a little quick thing on the video. Tornadoes will actually kill you if you get within 5 feet of them.
It's like the South Park episode of Tuck, Duck, and Roll when lava comes.
Oh, yeah. That's a pretty good one. Oh, man. All right. So forget talking about your career. We'll just,
Oh yeah, let's
Yeah,
just
Let's
have
talk about tornadoes.
yeah,
I'm
and
in.
various ways we can avoid them. Or we can
Uh-huh.
just keep switching, like how to avoid a tsunami or
Right. What other natural disasters have you been a part of?
have watched from a near distance.
Yeah, what have I survived? I don't know, but in California, all I know is I've survived. So
That's
Yeah,
that's
technically.
a big thing.
Yeah.
yeah. But there was a bizarre tsunami warning. Not that we have to embellish this concept any further, but there was a bizarre tsunami warning that happened in California like 2 weeks ago. Like it didn't actually. I don't think it actually happened. I forget because I wasn't there. I was filming, but all my family was like, "John, dude, what happened with the tsunami?" Like, and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe some
You're like-
surfers in Santa Monica like caught bigger waves. I don't think anything really serious happened.
But did you take
Like-
advantage of it and you
Where?
posted on Facebook with a flag that said "I survived the Great California Tsunami"?
Tsunami.
Of
2022.
2021.
Should have. Yeah, I should have.
It's a missed opportunity.
should've.
We'll get there. We'll
Next
get there.
tsunami.
I don't know why this is popping into my head, and this makes me sound like a total. I don't know why, but I don't know if that timing lines up with. There was like a recent ice shift in the polar ice cap where like a giant like continent-sized ice floe dislodged and fell into the water, and it was supposed to rise ocean levels on the west coast. I don't know if that
Butterfly
timing
effect, there
lines
you
up,
go.
but yeah. So I don't know if that lines up, but there's your random fact for the day of things I know.
Global warming. Out to kill us all.
It was either a butterfly in Japan. Yeah.
Yeah,
Either a
or
butterfly
that,
in
yeah.
Japan who flapped its wings like a little too fast, or it's
Yeah,
icebergs.
Or or giant.
One or the
icebergs.
other.
I
There
would
is no
prefer the
middle.
butter. The butterfly would make more sense.
The
but-
butterfly would look cuter.
It would.
Yeah.
Well, the beginning of it would look cuter, not so much the aftermath of like a giant
what
tsunami
I'm
hitting
saying.
California. Yeah. Like the initial part of that movie would be super cute,
Uh-huh.
and then you'd be like, "Oh, right," but then that other thing happened, and you'd have to kind of like
Can you imagine being that butterfly?
I caused this great tsunami.
just
of
knowing,
California.
going to like
I don't
butterfly
think they
heaven
care.
and going to like butterfly heaven and butterfly gods like you were actually like a terrible person. Like
Well, it's
you don't realize the things that you did, but you did some pretty bad things.
Did some
well
fucked
just
up
that
shit.
that animated idea. Yeah, it like lifts off from a flower. It does like one little flap, and
Yeah.
then it just starts hearing destruction and chaos and screaming as it's like off in the distance, and it gets closer and closer till everything collapses around the butterfly, and it's like,
Did I do that?
See, everything's connected. We've done it. All right.
yeah,
Time to end it.
The end of the podcast. Everything connects. We've
Exactly.
accomplished the goal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll semi bring it back. You did say something earlier that kind of brought an interesting question in my head. So you were mentioning how like that random thing she did kind of ended up making the cut because it was just too perfect not to.
Yeah.
Do you try to like ad lib some stuff and see if it can make cuts, or are you like hey, I'm gonna stick to what's on the script and
It depends. Every medium kind of has a different either strategy or formula, so to speak. So when I did Young and the Restless, everything is word perfect. If there's an if there's a pot, whatever it is, you have to do it word for word. Usually that's accurate for network TV. For movies, you have breathing room. So I love adding buttons. I love doing the extra things. A lot of that comes down to what and how the directors and the producers operate and what kind of movie they're trying to make. Sometimes they want the buttons, sometimes they don't want the buttons, sometimes they just want to keep the cameras rolling. And other times it has to do with the rapport that you build with them. So in the beginning, they just want you to stay on point. They're trying to make their day. Everyone's still trying to feel everyone out. But then halfway through the shoot, they're like, no, keep, don't stop until the camera cuts. Like, keep going.
right?
Like we ran out of
Roll.
dialogue 2 pages ago.
Yeah,
So,
they're just like,
but
no,
you
just keep it going. Just never.
Yeah.
Just never stop.
So it's just fun. Never stop. Keep going. So I don't know. Every time you walk on set, you have no idea unless you've worked with them before, but you have no idea what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
So, what to you is like because you've done so many different genres. Do you have something that you like doing more than others, and something that is like harder for you to do in terms of being an actor? Like, is it harder to get into a certain mindset if you're in a certain genre? Like, if it's horror or 'cause I know you just did voices, so is it like is it just harder to get in the certain mindsets depending on the genre, or do you just like certain ones more than others?
It's all fun. Some of them are definitely more challenging than others. And I will
Okay.
say, this next movie, I'm going to go to Buffalo, New York, and I play a royal British prince.
I love it.
Sold.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too. Sounds great. Except I don't know how to do a British accent
Not yet.
not yet. And
You
you
got
better
this.
believe I am going to learn really fast over the next week because this is the kind of stress that we live
Not like
for.
there's a time frame to it, or anything. but
Not like you should have learned that yesterday.
yeah, not that
no
kind of
pressure.
time frame. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will say, like, I've worked with the producer before, and we actually did a movie called The Wrong Prince Charming with Vivica Fox, and it came out last year. And so I do a royal accent. And so he actually reached out to me, and it was almost a direct booking for it. And he reached out to me and was like, hey, I know you can do this. And by the way, I do want to say, doing a couple scenes in a British accent versus carrying a movie in a British accent, very different things. So I'm slightly panicking about that. It's all on the inside, calm on the outside.
Yeah, like the old analogy, a duck on water. On the surface, it's very calm and fluid, and then underneath, the feet are just going a mile a minute.
Yeah, it's like
Exactly. Well, I believe in you, and that's all that matters.
Thank you. I believe in you,
Absolutely.
Peter. Yeah, I can fly. So, but everything is different. Like if I'm doing a comedy movie, everything is lighthearted. If I'm doing a thriller movie, like I just had a movie come out called Killer Ambition, and I play this very dark, two-faced kind of guy. So everyone around me, from my family, friends, like what kind of movie I'm doing, because there's no way, like it affects you. You have to change. You have to become. It's not necessarily method. It's just being human. Whatever you're doing is going to affect your current state, your current reality, your current communication and interactions.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just try to do my best to have fun with it all, whether I'm a psycho or doing comedy.
Yeah. Do you ever find yourself being like stuck in the role that you just did?
Yes. There is a postpartum depression with every role. And I will say that as the most lighthearted way that I can. If I'm going back to back, like I just wrapped yesterday and I'm going to be on set starting this next movie in like 2 days, 3 days, and then we
Mm-hmm.
start production 2 after that. So I don't have enough time to kind of like mourn my last character, my last role,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to do some pretty hardcore shifts because you live as this person and this character for at least 10 to 12 hours a day. And then you go home and you're studying for another probably 2 to 4 hours if you're number one or number two on the call sheet, because you have another 10 to 20 pages of dialogue the following day. So you're living as this character, whether you like it or not. And then all of a sudden, one day, boom, you wake up. No one's there to take you to set because production's over. No one's there to dress you up as this character. No one is there to tell you what to say because all your lines have been said. And you're like, who am I?
I don't know who I am anymore.
And I've gone crazy. Okay, well.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, it's a weird industry, but it's fun and exciting, and I wouldn't do anything else.
Well, that's good.
Although I do other things, but
Right.
not like in place of.
Yes. So you said Killer Ambitions was the last thing that came out. What's the next thing coming out for you?
Well, so Killer Ambition came out in the U.S. on the 21st of January.
Mm-hmm.
Then this other movie, which is kind of a rom-com, more romantic than comedy, but it's called The Beauty of Love. And that was released in the UK and internationally. And so it'll come out, I think, in about 2 weeks here in the US. They haven't told us a specific release date, but they hinted that it would be around Valentine's Day.
Smart.
Part of the only reason why I know it was released internationally is because every time a movie gets released there first, I start getting like all these people on Instagram or even emailing me, and they're like, "I saw your movie, it was great," and I'm like, "I didn't even know it was released."
I'm in a
How
movie?
are you?
Yeah,
How did you
what?
get it?
So, but yeah, I mean, it's fun. I think that's going to be the next one, and then they don't really give us a schedule. They just tell us, "Hey, guess what? In 3 weeks, this is going to happen," and you're like, "Okay."
Okay, pop off.
But yeah,
Yeah.
basically, they're like, I hope it goes well. Fingers crossed.
Like, yeah, let me know, I guess. I'll be
Yeah,
here
I'll jump on.
I'm here.
I'll be in the
I
red room.
guess. Yeah. Yeah. Now and forever.
Uh-huh.
Everyone
Right.
who's listening to this is like, I don't understand. That wasn't
don't get that
related to
reference.
like anything they've been talking about. Don't
Which
worry.
is okay.
You never
can,
will.
You can join
It's a-
our Patreon,
And then maybe
then
you'll
you'll
find
get
out.
to see the
Yeah.
reference.
Or
Give
I
us
just get
money, and I tell
selfish
you.
and I keep it for us.
No,
Because
because
there's
I'll
always
have
a chance
that.
I do that. Yeah, that's true. I can always block your access though.
I want access
I
to
have
your
all the
OnlyFans, so
power.
you got to let me. Yeah.
I can give you that. Yeah.
That's his.
Yeah, and lucky right now it's 20% off. So it's
Yes.
only $9.99.
It's a
So,
steal of a lifetime.
You got to take advantage of it now before I have to raise my prices back up.
Till Mark gets too famous.
It's
on his
true.
OnlyFans.
I'm the OnlyFans, yeah. Everything else, no, but the OnlyFans,
That's where he's popping off.
That's where the money's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the
Is that
money's
how we're
coming
paying for all this stuff?
in.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't really want to know. Yeah.
Okay. No, I'll stay
Yeah.
over here. My
Yeah.
half of Wisconsin.
Yeah, I do those personal request things, and they get weird. So you just,
Well,
sometimes some people.
This is going into detail. This is actually pretty fascinating now.
Oh, do you
Oh,
want to
yeah.
know more? I'm sure Mark will tell you.
Yeah, I have to talk literally for. I did sales for like 10 years, and like I can wound a tale out of you. You give me a topic, and I will talk for 10 minutes on
Like
that
just knowing
topic.
everything about everything.
I've seen it happen.
I seem it makes it
That's
seem
awesome.
that way. In reality, I know nothing. It's just
Head empty.
yeah, literally, it's all just
What-
drawings of stuff
Cameron
that
stuff.
Cameron does, and that's as much as my mind can make out right now.
Wait, I'm zooming in on your drawings.
Yeah, it's
The-
one's
those
just
are-
colored in. The rest are just hodgepodges of stuff.
I've
but-
got this box of lightsabers
Yeah.
Pretty
behind
cool.
me.
Yeah, but I've made him a promise that I will save every drawing he ever does. So
Well,
yeah,
that is sentimental and amazing, and I want to hear more about that. But I'm sorry, I am heavily distracted by a box of lightsabers. What?
yeah, she has
What?
lights. Yeah, we cosplay. Yeah,
This
Sam
is my
Yeah.
Anakin
You
replica
turn it on.
lightsaber.
You
Hold
have to
on.
turn
It
on.
doesn't make any sounds because I'm poor and I couldn't afford that
Can
function.
you do it? Do it
And-
with your.
and
do
it's
it.
super expensive.
Mark
No,
will
no,
make
no, no, no,
sounds.
no. You got to turn it off. Turn it off. You got to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
You
Ready,
gotta
Mark?
do the full thing. Okay, I'm
No.
ready. Ready?
Ready? One,
I'm ready.
2, 3.
Was that good? Did that
Yeah,
timing work
no,
out?
I think we can edit that if it didn't.
I could probably splice it together. Yeah.
So that's one.
All my stuff's in
How much-
boxes.
Why are you throwing
downstairs.
yourself in boxes?
It's because all my like I do like
He
Red Hood
moved
from DC,
recently.
so yeah, I moved recently, so it's all in a storage unit in the basement. It's like giant foam pieces and stuff. Yeah,
So
you have
this is
two, right?
actually-
You have 2 or 3.
I've got 5. Kelly has one of them.
It's true. Yeah, Kelly. Yeah.
So this is actually one of 2. This is going to be a double-ended lightsaber that I attached
Yeah.
together. So the other one's also in here. So it makes it.
Are you doing those for Amki or no?
No, I
Yeah, I
have
was
time
gonna say
for that.
I didn't think so.
Here's this matching one, also yellow.
Those ones change colors though, right? Or is that the one?
No, the one I stole from Austin is the one that changes
Oh,
colors.
right.
Wait. Did you just confess during
he
the
knows.
interview?
No, yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
He knows.
I know all. Yeah.
This one's dead, so I can't turn it on.
Our friends know that we tend to take things.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I won one at the last
So cool.
convention I went to, but I wasn't able to pick it up, so my friend Kelly has it. But she lives like 3 hours away, so
Yeah.
hopefully I'll be getting it this weekend.
She's gonna forget. You know it.
It's just so cool.
Yes.
Yeah, we have way too many things.
I don't feel like putting them all in the box, so they're just gonna sit
Yeah.
here. Ta-da!
Mine are well to the side of me, but or in storage.
Yeah, we're gonna travel, not to the Red Room. I know. Sad
close.
faces all around.
Sad.
Don't worry. Maybe one day they'll know.
For everyone here on listening and everything, I'm on set, so I got to move to a different thing right now. So I'm gonna come over here.
I love a good
Yeah.
scene change.
Yeah.
I mean, it's important. And then like this is the part where in the video, Sam, you just can put like literally just put a graphic of scene change and then
Oh,
just
okay.
like
Literally, like-
slide it over. Yeah. And then he's in the new place. Yeah.
Got it.
See, he even did the sound effects. So you just gotta I'll take that part out and
Uh-huh.
I'll give it to
Wayne's
you.
World.
And
Exactly.
then see, we got this.
This is gonna go great. I can't
We
wait to
got-
edit
yeah.
this video.
It's gonna be so bad.
Zoom.
We're gonna look.
Because
See,
you
we'll
gotta do it every
forget.
time.
It's true, yeah. And we'll forget too. So I'll edit this in a few days, and like we'll be editing, and they'll be like, "Do you remember doing any of this? Because
Nope.
this is
I
a
don't.
convoluted." Yeah, no, I won't remember anything. I don't even remember how this got started.
What am I doing?
I don't know.
I don't know. Movies. That's a good segue,
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
That's a good segue, right? Movies.
Let me look at this list again.
There's so much.
Oh, the list of movies?
We
And
we
list
both
of
have your
every-
IMDb page open.
I tried to.
Oh.
I was like, because
You're
we
prepared.
get there sometimes where it's like, oh, there's a lot here, and then sometimes you're like, okay, I can remember most of this stuff, and then you get yours, and you're like, okay, yeah, all right, I'm just.
Okay, yeah, no, my
Yeah.
finger hurts from.
I looked
scrolling
at
too
I looked at
hard.
30 things, and then my brain went, okay, there's too much. He this guy does everything under the sun.
It's just been crazy. I will say, like last year, I think I did 19 movies.
There's not even that many
yeah.
months in the year.
There's not. There's
How
like,
did you
I
do
was
that?
shooting. I was shooting 2 to 3 movies a month, which was crazy. I was only the lead of I think nine or 10 of them, and I don't say that like facetiously, like I was only the lead.
Only.
only.
But because everything about this industry is incredibly humbling. But I will say it's the tiredest I've ever been. I moved into an apartment in like May, and I had maybe slept there a month by October.
Wow.
And it's
Why'd you
just
even buy a place at that point?
Well,
Yeah.
I wish I bought. I hadn't even bought. I was like, oh, I'm gonna switch over to this cool new because you don't know. I mean, you finish
No,
an acting
yeah.
job and you're fired. You don't know when your next job is.
Fired. No, I get that.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
But yeah, so everything when you're looking at the list, it's like, wow, and people looking, they're like, dude, you're 2021, like 2020, 2021, and now 2022. How did that happen? I'm like, I don't know. I can't even tell you. I don't
I don't
remember
know
how.
where
I
I
blacked
am
out.
right now.
You hit
Yeah.
the ground running, and then went like incline up to 50 and speed at 30, and we're like, I got this, and then just
Yeah.
somehow managed to stay on the treadmill and not doing those funny things where you fly back into the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or maybe you did. I don't know. And maybe there's that video out there. I mean, I don't know.
That could be there.
We'll
I will
find
say
it.
though, I was on set with someone and they explained like being on set and this whole industry, which is very bizarre. And they said it's kind of like going to the moon. You go to this like place and the world continues all around you. And then you come back and you're like, hey guys, I've changed and stuff, but I haven't changed and everything. And meanwhile, everyone else is older. Everyone else, like people have had babies and stuff. And you're like,
People
dude,
are
I was on set.
graying.
Yeah, they're graying, and you're like, what? Like it is a wild experience, and yeah, I don't even know. And no one can. It doesn't matter how often you hear interviews of other actors talking about the challenges of what it takes to do this and to have a life and a career from it, but nothing prepares you for it. Nothing can.
Yeah. So I want to dive into some of the early stuff because there's always some good stuff to dive into. But there's one thing I'm curious about on your IMDb. It's the first thing.
Bring
It's
it.
the first thing on there under the actor category. And it says, I'm just gonna read it out here slowly. Command and Conquer, Red Alert 3.
Oh, that one.
So yeah, so
Okay,
I know.
yeah.
So I
Was
know
there
this
something
game
before
I-
that you wanted to talk about?
No,
Why
I
you
wanted
so
to talk
shocked?
about that because from a standpoint of like if you start at the beginning and you read all of it down, you're like there's a lot of movies, Young and the Restless, The Wanderer, like a lot of stuff, and then it just goes like video game, and so I was like I need to ask about that because I've played this game.
Yeah. Okay. So I will say this, and I know I'm gonna just kind of like drop the first part of it, and then we're gonna move on really quickly. So I was a physics major, drama minor, dropped out of college after 3 years and went to culinary school.
Huh?
And then, yeah,
Okay,
and then I was a chef for a while.
Okay,
And then,
yep.
so my being a chef took me to Venice, Italy. So I was in
This all makes
Italy.
sense. Yeah,
Yeah, totally
Yeah.
reasonable.
It all makes
And
sense.
then, and then while I was there, I was in my early 20s and I was like, you know what? Being a chef is more about management than actually cooking. So I don't want to cook anymore. What would I do if I could this is also my origin story. Like,
Oh,
what could
we
I
love
do
a
if,
good origin story.
oh yeah.
You gotta
Like,
do the
what
whole
would
thing
you,
in a Batman voice though.
can I do it
No.
as, I can't do Batman, but I can do, hello, my name's Michael Caine. So I was there, I was in Venice, and I said, Batman, don't go, Batman. It's not good. They're going to kill you, Batman. Anyway.
No, keep going. No, keep going.
So, so I was like, what, the classic question, what would you do if you had $1 million? Like, what would you do if money wasn't an option and it was act? Because I grew up doing theater and stage and all this stuff. So I moved to LA. I had a friend going to the New York Film, I think it was New York Film Academy there, just one of the film schools there. And I slept on his couch, and just like they do in the movies, I was quote unquote discovered on the street, but not for what you might think. It was for an extras casting thing. So I started doing extra work. And I did extra work for like a year and a half, 2 years, which was also a very humbling experience. And my very first kind of like cool extras job was for Command and Conquer for the video game. And that was just such a trip because it's all the video sequences in between the game.
Right.
So you're on this really cool sound stage. You're watching these amazing actors doing these really cool things. It's military and green screens, and it was amazing. But that's how that kind of happened and came to fruition. And I did a lot of stuff. You can see me in the background or miming peas and carrots in some restaurant somewhere. But I did that for like 2 years.
Wow. And that started because
kind of
you
awesome.
wanted to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Or not want. Yeah, I guess not want to cook anymore.
Not wanting to
Not
cook.
wanting-
Did, and then you
Well,
stopped
no.
wanting to do that.
I wanted to cook. I didn't want to manage. Like, tell me, you don't know any chef, and even Gordon Ramsay, like, who are happy. There aren't chefs that are happy, and they manage because it's more about purveyor relationships and all this other stuff instead
Yeah.
of, I want to be on stage and have fun, and I want to learn and be in a new environment and explore the universe and the world and like see new locations and stuff. I don't want to live in a kitchen for 17 hours a day,
Mhm.
have back problems, and never celebrate a holiday because you have to cook on the holidays. Like it just wasn't what I thought
Yeah.
it would be.
The crazy part is that you discover that in Italy, which
Yeah.
for a lot of chefs is like the dream
dream.
of getting to. And you're like, no, I started there.
It was amazing.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it
So good.
was. Well, you can take us to Italy, and we'll know.
Okay.
And then cook. Yeah.
Okay.
I can
So
be free
what
whenever.
yeah. So what's the dish then? Do you still like to cook on the side for like just for fun? Or
Just
at
feed
this point?
Oh
yourself.
yeah. Well, so the irony is that for myself, I eat mostly for I'm either emotionally eating because I'm trying to get over the postpartum of a character and let it go, like Oreos,
Uh-huh. I was just about to say that, like
Yeah.
Oreos.
I like Oreos.
Oh yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why they're so good. And oh, by the way, so I haven't tried this yet. The last film that I just did, I happen to mention Oreos, and I have a little sweet tooth every now and then. And so the sound guy, Derek, was like, "Dude, have you ever taken a double stuffed Oreo and put it in the freezer?" And I'm like, "Well, I am no stranger to putting Snickers in the freezer and like
Yeah.
other things,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never put a double stuffed Oreo in the freezer." And he said it's the greatest thing on the planet. It turns it into a little mini ice cream sandwich.
Ooh.
Huh.
I can promise you,
Uh-huh.
the next, like, I'm in Nashville now, and I literally went from the airport to set, and we're here and everything. But like, I am stopping by a grocery
As
store
soon
on
as
the
you
way
get a
home.
freezer, access to a freezer.
Tomorrow morning. Oh, I have a freezer at the place where I'm staying. Tomorrow
okay.
morning,
Nice.
like
Good.
I'm putting it in there. I'm gonna let it incubate and freeze. Tomorrow morning, I am gonna unwrap that golden little cookie delight, and this is how I'm starting my day tomorrow.
I
I
can't
now
wait.
need like a DM first thing in the morning
Yeah,
of
can
just
you come back to us?
hey, here's how the Oreo was.
Give us your
Yes.
10-page paragraph essay on
synopsis.
how you enjoyed that.
No,
Yeah.
I can do it. I can do it. Don't tempt me. I can do it. But I will. So going back to the question, though, the irony is that for
There was a
myself,
question?
I usually
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
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 say little tiny trees, distraction, ADHD.
We encourage it though, so it
everywhere.
doesn't help.
Yeah, no.
Perfect. But for myself, I'll eat little. I don't know. I don't prepare a lot of things for myself. And do you guys do that too? It's like you'll just like grab a cucumber out of the fridge and you're like,
Oh,
"Ah!"
yeah.
But if
Yeah.
somebody's there, then you're like, oh, let me carve it into a butterfly for presentation.
No.
And
I've never done that before. I can tell you one thing. I am an unmotivated motherfucker. The other day for dinner, I had a smoothie because that's the only thing I wanted to do was open the cap to that, stick a straw, and call it a day.
I'm currently.
Wait, did
I-
you make the smoothie or you just drank the smoothie?
I just drank the
I think
smoothie.
drank it,
Didn't
yeah.
even make the smoothie.
I've
I
currently
I
got a
took the cap
steak.
off,
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
put the
I've got
straw in,
yeah.
walked through my house and drank a smoothie for dinner.
I've been cooking more, mainly just because my 4-year-old's a very picky eater, so I've been having to experiment and the way different things taste. But I currently have a steak marinating in the fridge that I put some salt and pepper on and some teriyaki. So we'll see how that comes out tomorrow.
Wait, is it what kind? New York filet skirt? What are you doing?
Just like a
Ribeye.
sirloin. Just a sirloin.
No big deal. Just a throw.
Just a sirloin.
That
So,
sounds
and
nice.
oh yeah, it's
Just-
just marinating. It's just been marinating for 36 hours. Yeah, it's
Smoked
okay. It's just-
first. Yeah, I smoke
little-
it first with cedar chips. You know, that way it gets that good smoky flavor.
You don't know.
Then I take that out and I put it in the bag. Then I marinate it. Then I take it out, re-season it, then re-marinate it. And I don't know if any of this
Vacuum
is
sealed,
actual.
of course.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
no,
yes,
this is a
yes.
6-day dish.
Then I
Put it in the
re-smoke it. This time with maple chips. That's a different flavor,
Nice.
and they both
Nice.
work really well together if you do it in sequence like that. And I don't know, and who knows if those are actual cooking terms. But there's my 2-minute on cooking.
I think my
There's like
dinner's
a-
some potatoes, like tater tots. I think that's what I'm having for dinner today after this.
Classic.
like microwavable or frozen. I mean, that could be microwavable.
I guess yeah. I guess
You
it could
can
be
put
both.
the microwavable ones in the freezer.
You
yes.
can. You can if you get fancy.
The bag kind, and I put them in my air fryer.
No, okay.
You have an air fryer. That
Air fryers are
typical
awesome.
people don't have an air fryer in their place. What are you talking about? That's great.
I mean, my mom bought it with Macy's money, so
Counts.
it's a
Yeah, but
toaster
you use
oven, but
it.
I only ever use it to air fry.
That's true.
There
I
are
do
a
need to
lot
get
of
an air
things that I
fryer.
have that are gifts that I never use.
Tell us all of them, and then who got them for you.
Yeah.
In order of whose gifts you don't like.
First gift ever.
Well, considering I don't spend a lot of time at home.
Apparently.
I guess you don't know yet. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know what you have there.
But I know that there's stuff that I get back there, and I'm like,
so we should probably never send you anything.
I have another weird food question.
Oreos. Ooh,
I would send you Oreos.
Yes.
Have you tried the new chocolate one yet? It's a relative question. Oreo has a new flavor just came out.
They have the birthday cake ones and stuff that I tried years ago. The mint, the birthday cake, and some other ones. I don't know. I do want to. And then Reese's did something like anyway. Yeah. Keep going.
Oreos.
Yeah.
I was
What were you gonna say, Sam?
What's a weird food combination that you really like to eat, but other people are like, that's disgusting. How could you do such a thing?
Okay, so immediately
Since we're talking about food.
it comes to mind, and it's actually a gelato. And my very first job, like when you're 14 and no one's gonna hire you because you're
14.
highly incompetent and no one wants to take you're 14. So, and you're not old enough to like kind of really be a host, and like you can wash a car, mow a lawn. And my first job was actually at a gelato company with a man. The company's called Fiorello's. It's only in Northern California in Marin County. And the gelato is so good. And this man became a second father to me. And he had this unique combination that somebody asked him to make. And everyone else thought it was bizarre. But it became one of the most popular gelato flavors that he sells. And it's a combination of caramel and balsamic. Yeah. Huh. So that face that you're making.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can't even fathom. You're like what? Like pickles and maple syrup? What?
It's like opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah, and so caramel balsamic, but I'm telling you, this flavor, which he thought was going to be weird, he hit something on the head with it. It is a bizarre combination, but it works. And when you think about it, like balsamic vinegar, there is it has the acid, but it also has this kind of sweetness to it. And then the caramel has this grounded element to it, but it cuts through and flavors. It sits on your tongue, and the balance of it and how he does it. It is just, it is just like it is a Harry Met Sally moment. The first time you try it, where you're like, no, you're gonna have to pay me to try that. You got to pay me. I want to see the money. Show me the money first.
Always show me the money.
You take it. You try it, and you're sitting there, and you're making sounds in public, and the person next to you
shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be. Highly inappropriate. But it is.
Or on my OnlyFans.
So,
no.
That's what you need to do.
See? Yeah.
And you have the mic for it. Do some ASMR.
See, exactly.
Don't.
I'll just get some.
Him.
Because I really will do it for just the pure shits and giggles of it.
Piss me off. He'll do something.
Yeah, I will send her a 5-minute video and be like, Sam, here's my ASMR. What do you think?
Kill myself.
So now, Sam, now it's your turn. What's your weirdest food combination?
See, I wasn't prepared.
That's what I do.
Answer my own question?
Yeah, that's how good I am.
That is good.
Because everyone's got one. Even if it's not super weird, everyone's got one that's at least on the spectrum.
See, I really like, it's not gross, but a lot of people tell me it's gross. I really like blue cheese. Like dressing, crumbles, whatever, okay? And people just think it's so weird that I dip that with everything I eat.
Okay.
I guess depending on what you're dipping it in, there could be a weird combination.
And you dip it? I've eaten it.
Yeah.
You're like, I just eat it with a spoon.
Yeah, I will just drink this. Like, this is a container of just blue cheese.
Blue cheese. Why waste it?
Was that the smoothie you had earlier? A blue cheese smoothie?
No, it was a strawberry banana smoothie. Okay.
But with blue cheese mixed in.
But with blue cheese.
but with blue cheese. It's canon now. There's nothing you can do. Yeah, now it's fact.
There's no way for you to know that. I have gotten rid of
confirm or deny
all the evidence.
But fact.
You will never know.
Yeah.
Until I drink the next smoothie.
I can't say I did that.
Yeah. Until I see you in 4 days holding a blue cheese smoothie, and I'm like, I freaking knew it.
I called it. Well, Mark, what's yours?
Yeah.
So again, it's probably not that weird. in terms of like some combinations that people do, but pizza with chocolate sauce on it.
You know what? I've had pizza with chocolate chips on it. Poggers.
Yeah, like just like a good like slice of pepperoni pizza. You got to have like good like it got to be or whatever. Yeah, you have good cheese on there, and then you just take like Hershey's chocolate sauce and you just drizzle it on top, and it's like a really good combination of like salty and sweet, and yeah, it's really good.
No, I get it.
Like it does make sense because the bread itself is kind of like with chocolate. It's kind of like like you think about it, and you're like,
it's not crazy.
Like
yeah, it's a good combination, you know, and it keeps a 4-year-old occupied when you're like, here's chocolate and pizza.
Best things ever invented for you.
Like, yeah.
I know.
Best ad ever. Like, right? You know, chocolate and pizza.
Tell us about your 4-year-old. So the drawings, like, you only have one?
I only have one. Yeah. He's like 4
stopping there? Like, is he enough? Or he's convinced you it's done? Or you're like, you know, we got to go.
It's just me and him. So, yeah, it's just me and him. So it'd be a matter of finding another person to have
a child with.
Another child with, but I'm not opposed to another one. I think I got spoiled though with him because Sam's met him a bunch of times. For a 4-year-old,
he's my best friend.
Pretty well mannered. Like he will actually listen to people that aren't his parents, and I mean that in a good way. Like if I'm with friends and I have to go do something, I can leave him with friends and he will just do what they say. If I say like, hey, they're in charge of you for the next 5 minutes, do what they say. He will listen.
I've literally walked the little buddy around the Ren Fair before. Just me and him.
He ignored me. I was immediately chopped liver within like 5 seconds.
No, there was a pirate wanting to hold his hand.
Yeah. He
walked with me the rest of the time.
Yeah, I had lost that battle.
Mm-hmm.
I do love the Ren Fair though.
It's fun.
My favorite place. This past summer, I was literally there every weekend.
You were.
But 2.
And I went with you 2 or 3 times. Twice. Yeah.
You went with me twice. One time was with Cameron.
Yes. Yeah, twice.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
there'll be more.
Does he come on the show?
Normally, yeah. Normally he would be on the show all the time. He's with his mom right now, so But so he's not with me. He's not with me right now. But
we'll have you on again during one of Mark's weeks. You can meet the little dude.
And then he's generally he's become the default mascot of the show. So he's one of the main reasons that this show and other things that me and Sam can't talk about because it's super secret are even happening is because of him. Because I'm a huge nerd, if you can't tell from, well, actually my camera's not facing it right now, but I've got like a Boba Fett Lego thing right next to me, and then a Ronin Darth Maul figure. So it's like Darth Maul in like samurai Ronin armor, and then just like a bunch of nerd stuff.
Jonathan, I have a question.
Everywhere.
Do you like Star Wars?
It seemed like it.
Because I can't tell if you do or not.
I was gonna say there are 2 things. Nerd amongst nerds. Can I recreate the moment when you said you had 5 lightsabers behind you?
Yeah.
So let's go for it.
Okay, ready?
So I've got these lightsabers in a box behind me.
Perfect.
Wait, what? I want to see them. Make the noise. Make the noise.
I mean, I also have this thing that. Not Mark, because he wasn't there, because he showed up at the wrong place.
I did go to the wrong place. Yeah, it's the I guess I'll show mine then. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I guess I can show this now. This is the Darth Maul thing.
I have a Poe cosplay.
Yeah.
Which is why I bought that.
Yeah. So Star Wars did a set of figures, all in samurai armor. So it's like Darth Vader, the stormtroopers, the whole yard's all in samurai armor. And I'm a huge history guy, but only when it comes to like medieval history. And so samurais are generally my thing because Sam knows this, so I've shared this story so many times in the podcast now. I did 5 years of MMA, and the first 3 were in a Japanese jiu-jitsu gym that trained under way of the Bushido, which is the code for the samurai.
Which is why he's the Bushido geek.
Yes. So 3 years of that just ingrained in my brain. And I just I love the samurai code and all that.
You're a ninja, is what you're saying.
Yes.
But we can't tell people that.
It's true, because then I have to kill you, and that's a whole thing.
And then
Yeah.
all of these things would cease to
It gets
exist.
weird, yeah. It gets awkward because then I have to like declare Mortal Kombat, and then it's like this whole.
And then
thing.
if we start talking about Mortal Kombat,
yeah, then this whole other thing starts.
then I start
and,
popping off.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And I pull out katana.
Wait,
so it's just.
I was gonna say, wait, Mortal Kombat in a good way or a bad way? Fan of the movies, not a fan of the movies.
Which
Oh,
one?
I love.
The
Yeah,
new
we love
movie or
Mortal.
the old
We
movie?
we love Mortal
I was
Kombat.
gonna say
Yes.
that's an interesting question. All of them?
Well, I mean, I love just. I guess
like-
Beyond the sentiment and the effort being made of making the movie, which is of course just enjoyable
Right,
just to watch.
Yeah.
Right.
But
I mean, I still prefer the nostalgia of the old stuff.
I did enjoy the
But-
newest Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. And you can hear all about it on the past episode.
There is
of
one, yeah.
Mortal
There is one,
Kombat. Get over here.
Yeah, because
Where I
I
was
think
one of the guests.
yeah, one of the
before
things that I
tried
just
it.
loved.
Does someone listen?
Yeah, there's a scene that I loved in the movie because I was looking at it earlier. It was like when they're fighting in like that underground parking lot when the dude gets his arms ripped off.
yeah,
If you look on the wall in graffiti, they did this on purpose, but spray painted on the wall is the Konami code
oh,
because they were paying homage to the video games, so they spray painted
Right.
the Konami code on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So
I love the
I was
Easter
like,
eggs.
yeah. I was like, that's a pretty cool Easter egg. I mean, I appreciate what the new movie did. I think the reason why there's a lot of backlash is because they did take the risk of introducing a brand new character.
Yeah.
Wait,
I thought it was
Yeah.
I thought it was great. The old one, they I feel like they started taking risks with the franchise before in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That some of them just didn't work. They were reaching
Yeah.
a little too far. And maybe it's technology, maybe it's the green screens, maybe it's special
Yeah.
effects. I don't know, but we've come so far, and they were able to just do it in a different kind of way. I don't know.
Mhm.
It was great.
I think part of it too is when it comes to that kind of areas of fandoms, you have to take risks, otherwise you just become stagnant.
Yeah.
We've had 20 years
Absolutely.
of success, but
Let's
as
not
we all
change
know,
anything.
yeah, nerds are fickle. We will literally at the drop of a hat stop playing a franchise that we just played for 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think I'll give the new movie a lot of credit for taking a lot of risks to introduce a new audience to Mortal Kombat, and whether that was different characters, new scenes, changing people's backstories. I mean, I get it. If you're nostalgic about something, you're gonna get upset. But we've talked about it before, where as nerds we have to just start to learn to appreciate when people take shots.
Yeah.
In the dark for things like the past
Cowboy
episode where
Bebop.
we talked about, like Cowboy Bebop, because I thought it was great. So did Sam.
We enjoyed the live action.
Yes, we did.
Well, I was going to say, and I feel embarrassed to say this because I'm a huge fan, like Cowboy Bebop, Princess Mononoke, like there are some iconic staples.
Yes.
And I have not, like as soon as I saw that it had come out, I want to see it, and I just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
So
So I'll have a
I'm
movie
excited to hear good things.
I'll have a movie recommendation for you, for when you get time when you're not filming 10 movies. So in 6 years, when you have a
When
moment
you're done.
to breathe and kind of enjoy your accolades a little bit. There's an animated movie that came out in like 2016 or 2017. Sam knows
Is it going to be Your Name?
Yes, of course it is. What else would I recommend? It's the perfect movie.
I'm not saying it's a bad movie.
It's amazing.
I just today listened to the Aaron De La Villa interview, just cause.
Right. Yeah.
And I think you also talked about it on there too.
I did because
You did.
he was talking about like animated
Dubbing.
movies in dubbing, and
Uh-huh.
I was like, watch this movie if you're into this kind of thing. Again, we
That's why
recommend it to
It
everyone.
was fresh in my mind. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, he's going to say
It's-
Your Name.
Yeah,
I
of
just
course I
know
am.
it.
Of course I am. What else am
Well,
I
wait,
going to
wait.
say, Sam?
Right.
Well, wait. So, tell me the movie.
It's called Your Name.
Oh, it is called Jordan.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's actually called Your Name. It's like Japan's number 3 highest grossing movie ever, like
Mm-hmm.
in history.
What are the first two?
First
question.
one- I used to know this. I've had to look this up so many times now
Wow,
because
weenie.
yeah, I think the first one might be not Howl's Moving Castle.
on.
Sam, what's the director?
Spirited Away?
Yeah, Spirited Away.
I was like,
Is
why
it?
are you...
I was gonna.
I was
say,
like, I don't
really
know.
Hope Spirited Away is amongst the top 5.
I
because
feel like
it's-
yeah,
It's what it deserves.
It really does.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, it's your name's number 5, so it's Demon Slayer's number 1, Spirited Away. Yeah, Titanic, Frozen, then Your Name. Then for some reason one of the Harry Potters is in there, and then it's like Princess
Which Harry
Mononoke.
Potter? Wait, no, which Harry Potter?
Philosopher's Stone.
Oh.
So the first one.
That would
And then it's Princess Mononoke and
You're
Howl's
gonna tell
Moving
me
Castle,
like 4? I'd be like, for what?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Everything? I don't know.
Eh.
Reasons? There you go.
Well, now
Reasons.
I need to watch that
We've
one.
done it.
Yeah.
We always recommend it as like, if you're not like crazy into animation or anime, but like you're kind of into it, it got so popular that is it Netflix that's doing it? The live adaptation?
Oh, really?
I think it's Netflix.
Somebody's doing it.
I want to say it's Netflix. They're doing a live like movie, but in English.
So I
and with,
recommend.
so you should try out for that
you
movie.
go
I
for
don't know if
that
they've
movie. Yeah.
I don't know if they've cast it
You
yet.
should see
but
what
I
they're
would-
doing, and then invite us on set.
Yeah,
Okay.
you kind of
we're your
have to.
homies.
Like it's
It's it's because of us that you're there.
yeah. So it's,
Well, yeah, it started here. So I have
Exactly.
a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel? Which I feel like there's an obvious answer for this, so I don't know why I'm like making it so big. Final Fantasy.
oh, I love it.
Like in general,
Wait.
or like a specific one.
Well, so they, especially when it comes to movies, because the movies that they did were like groundbreaking technology when they
Oh,
did the
yeah.
animated thing,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
all
Mhm.
of that. But either, I don't know, I feel like we could do some really cool stuff with today's
You
technology.
You really
Like
could.
we, the 3 of us, or just in general.
Oh, sure, yeah,
Yeah.
Let's
With
do
my
it.
with
Like,
my
I'm all
amazing
for it.
Yeah.
my amazing audio and video skills, I got this.
Okay, we'll
Yeah.
act. You'll edit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sick. Can't wait. Can't wait to see how this goes.
Yeah. I'll just be Red 13 because then I can just like CGI the rest of it. I don't really have to
Do
worry about a
much.
whole lot. Yeah, I don't have to like
Okay.
do a whole lot, but I can
Just
still be
stand
like,
there.
hey, look at it. That's me.
That's me.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay. Great.
I guess I'll ask one related question. Do you ever do that when you're like watching something on TV that you know you're in? Do you ever just like secretly when no one's around be like, "Hey, that's me."
That's me.
Or do you like scream it when there's other people around like, "Hey, that's me. Look."
So I did a lot of commercials, and commercials are a lot more of like randomness, because you'll just be hanging out at a sports bar or something, or at a birthday party or something, and there happens to be a TV, and then you pop up and you're like, guys, that's me. Or someone else is calling, and they're like, look, it's John's on TV. So commercials, it's everyone, like, in a
Right.
movie, and no one's going to randomly put on your movie without knowing you're in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I'm sure that could happen. I'm just not at that
It-
point where someone's like, let's watch Apollo 13 or, something. And, oh, John, I didn't know you were in it. Oh, actually, wait, no, that's, I'm going to completely just
Retcon that.
Yeah, I'm going
Yeah.
to disagree with myself. So there was one time
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
when this happened. And so I was in the Lady in Gold. And it is with Helen Mirren. I'm trying to remember everyone in it. Katie Holmes, Helen Mirren, Ryan Reynolds, and I was doing extra work, and they featured me in it while Ryan's giving a speech. So it's a historical reenactment kind of thing, or I don't know, based on a true event. So my parents went to go see it in the theater, and my family, my sister, went to go see it in the theater independently, and they came in the movie. And when they got out, they were messaging, you were in the Women in Gold. You were in Women in Gold. And I was like, I didn't even know I was in Women in Gold. I didn't know I made the cut. We're like,
I didn't even know I was in that movie.
Where? Tell me what.
Because I don't say any lines. I just kind of like, I do one of these things, like I have a drink, Ryan's giving his toast, and I'm like. So,
Was that the shot for shot remake?
I love that.
Kind of. Like, you saw it here first. But yeah, that was fun. So that's happened. Rarely,
Okay.
but it's happened.
See, I ask questions randomly, but there's always a reason.
Yes,
Even
sir.
when you don't know it,
All right.
I do
will tell you
though.
something. There
Okay.
was something
You're telling yourself
really,
that, buddy.
there was something really cool that happened in this last movie. Half of the crew on this last movie I've worked with probably 3 other times. Both once in Oklahoma and then 2 other times in Florida. And so doing this, this continual family that every time we get back together, it's like, oh, you know, how are you guys? How are the kids? You know, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a day off. And on their day off, some of them were staying in like a 6-person huge Airbnb for filming and crew and stuff like that. And they all got together and watched my Christmas movie. And they didn't tell me they were doing this. So they showed up the next day on set, throwing out sparsely to see if I would catch on, throwing out quotes of mine from the movie. And then I finally caught on, and it melted my heart. It was just one of the coolest things. So
Wait. How long did it take you to catch on?
That is an important question.
How long did it take? Because when you're running around, like I don't know from when the first time that somebody said something, but when it was obvious, my very first line of the movie is like, I think it's, "Hey, cowgirl," or "Whoa there, cowgirl." And so, because this girl bumps into me, and I'm like, "Whoa there, cowgirl." And so they literally went around the set, and they were like, there were 5 people together, and they called out from across the room because I guess I hadn't gotten the other hints yet. They were like, "Whoa there, cowgirl!" And I turn around, and they're all just laughing, and I don't know. I don't know how long it took me to get it, but it was just, they're like, "We missed you on our day off. We wanted to watch the movie, so we watched your Christmas movie." And I just thought it was one of the cutest things.
That's so funny.
I feel like now I need to watch that movie.
I feel like I now need to watch 8 movies tonight.
Well, then next time, and the next time we have them on, we'll sprinkle in, like, we'll work it out beforehand.
Some of the quotes?
Yeah, and we'll start sprinkling in random quotes, and we'll try to, like, see how long it takes before you catch on that we're quoting different things that you've
next time when you're on.
Yeah. Well, so, like, next week?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
It could be a real thing.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can just do, like, and then, like, we'll cut to tidbits of Oreo reviews.
Oh.
Like, where we have you trying different Oreos.
We tried this Oreo.
Yes. Well, do Oreo reviews and Oreo hacks and Oreo adjustments. Like, you want to talk about the king, or like, let's do it.
Yeah. Like, we'll mix every kind of Oreo that there is together until we find that one combination. We're like, all right, guys, you got to go back to the 2006 Christmas release Oreo and then mix it with the 2019 Halloween edition, and bam, perfect flavor.
Oh, the one with that, like, orange center?
Yeah.
You see, exactly. We'll probably need you to pick up all those Oreos.
Yeah, we don't have the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will pick them up. I don't care how many I buy. I cannot make any promises they will make it through the night unless I'm freezing them. So
that's true.
No self-control. This one, no self-control.
Got it. We'll just make sure to let you know to freeze them all, and then
that
we'll
way
be
there's
over
at
in the
least
morning.
and then that is some survive it to the morning. We'll all be in the red room, but that's
got it.
That's for the OnlyFans. That's unrelated to the Oreo
just
thing.
Throw them in there.
Yeah, that's unrelated. Yeah, you just slide them under the door, and I'll we'll be fine.
Well, that's how you get me into the red room. Just leave it like
just
trail
of Oreos.
Yeah.
So just ET, but with Oreos. Just all right. We just gotta have Jonathan follow the trail of Oreos to the red room, and he'll get there.
They're like, "Where's John?" He's on his hands and knees eating the Oreos, following the trail.
Who's leaving the Oreos? We don't know.
No. We're too afraid to ask.
Red room's been locked all day. We don't understand.
You guys find me in the corner with a tummy ache, and you're like, "John, did you eat all the Oreos?" And I just have black around my mouth, and I'm like,
"No." Like, you were supposed to just collect them, like in the movie.
Oh my god.
It's like, I went through the portal of Narnia. There were Oreos everywhere. I have no control.
What else was I supposed to do?
Oreo portal? Wait, there's got to be a name.
Oh, there's got to be.
Portal?
It's like an Oreo, like an Oreo hole, like going into
That's too close. That's pretty close. Something else there.
Hole.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of that one.
That feels like that's a category on certain websites that we shouldn't be Googling without incognito mode on.
Right.
Yeah.
Bad.
I realized the moment I said it that was immediately.
Yeah. Now we've got an increased thumbnail.
Yeah.
We'll just voice over whatever the thumbnail is with Oreo hole.
Oreo hole.
Anytime we swear, just do an Oreo bleep.
Yeah.
It becomes the Oreo hole.
Just Oreo, yeah. And because that's the scary thing about the internet, because as soon as this goes live and Oreo hole makes it online, you know,
That's gonna be
the
one
rule,
of the tags.
the
on
rule of the
these,
internet dictates that it
Oreo
has to be
hole.
become a reality.
Mm-hmm.
We're trendsetters. Oreo hole started here.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Circa.
Unless we look
20
it up, somebody needs to look it up on Urban Dictionary first to
Yeah,
find out.
maybe
Because
that-
Yeah,
I'm
you got to
sure
be
it's
real
probably a
careful where
thing.
you type then at in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We make our
Google-
own Urban Dictionary.
Google
page.
might just take part of that word
Mm-hmm.
and be like, "No, I know what you mean,"
No. This is exactly what you wanted, right?
because Google's like, "No, I got this, man. There's no way you don't mean anything else but this."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And
yeah, normally like 30 minutes ago is when we would have been like, "Yeah, let's talk about you now," but I don't know where we've
I
gone.
think we've been
Um,
talking about you.
yeah, I've given up on just so many things now. I promise I'm really good at this.
He's really good at his job.
I'm really
Dude,
good.
you're amazing. You guys are great.
I'm really good at
Thank
my
you.
side job.
Send us all your famous friends. We'll interview them.
Done.
Yeah, I mean, you said your girlfriend was a musician, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
She'll be on next week.
So we have this single coming out because we actually write music together. She's spearheading the whole thing, and I'm just lucky to be a part of it.
You're just the pretty face.
She can hear you, right?
She actually is around the corner in the other room.
That's right. Sort of blink twice if you
need help.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right there.
That's too many. I can't be motivated.
Oh my god.
But no, it's the first single is going to get released March 31st, and it is. All I gotta say is get ready because this is going to be a huge album. Well, the single, and then we're going to do the EP and everything after. But we're literally working with some of the biggest producers in the world. So it is. This is not just going to be like recorded on your iPhone kind of thing. This is
right.
This is going to be really, really cool, really special.
I'm going to give you the chance for brownie points because you can brag about it later. Where can people find your girlfriend's music?
Well, you can't find it yet when it gets released.
Oh, okay. Oh, so this is the
Where
first.
will you find it?
Right. Where will you find it? Yeah.
I mean, it is literally going to be, we have back-end radio tours. We have concerts already set up. We have radio tours already set up. We have radio plays and distribution and things already lined up. We have a team that is basically going to blast it in every major community because she's been in the game for a long time. And she's already released albums when she was younger. She had music that was up on Spotify and everything, but due to protecting the brand, building it out and everything, all of that has been taken down, removed to the best of our ability, so that when we launch it, it's big, loud, bold in your face, and you can't find anything else to water it down. Right now it's going to be hard to find it, but her name is Taylor Watson, and it is going to, it's going to shake, rattle, and roll. You guys are going to feel it.
I'll put that in our collective Google calendar.
You want to jot that down?
Yeah, and make sure we get ready for that. You said March 31st, correct?
Yes, which also happens to be my birthday.
Oh,
well, I'll send you a really creepy tweet on March 31st.
Okay, now that's going to go
link to your OnlyFans?
calendar.
It is, yeah.
Yes.
But a public one.
Oh, God.
Or just you doing ASMR of eating chocolate covered pizza.
With just happy birthday.
No, it's happy birthday in the sauce on the pizza.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
Or with the pepperoni.
Yeah, that's really good. And then I'll have my 4-year-old say it. You know what? I'll have Cameron do it so it's not as creepy.
Yeah, that's
I want
cute.
the pepperonis in a heart, and then happy birthday in chocolate. I want the chocolate to look like the drawing behind you.
Got it. Okay.
So I want to see his fingerprints.
You want the artwork. You want the artist to put artwork. Yeah, you want the artwork. Okay.
Okay. Well, don't worry. I saved it on our Google Calendar.
Yeah.
We'll know.
March 31st.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh no, we're that dedicated. When we like someone that we have on, we tend to go like, what are all the things they're doing, so we can plug everything possible. So we will post it out and tweet it on March 31st to, like, hey everyone, go check out this stuff. And
well, likewise, I sincerely want to be kept up to date about the cosplay and what you guys are doing, because this is pretty cool, and I want to see the outfits. I love being a part of that world, and if I could, I would.
You can follow me on Sam the Man Cosplay on everywhere.
Done.
It's
My
right. It's right.
technically,
No, I can.
I think technically my Instagram still exists. I just need to. I think it does.
Mm-hmm.
I just see. Here's what happened. I got a new phone. Because I had lost my password, right? So then Facebook, you try to get on, then Facebook does their whole thing where they're like, you're blocked, locked out. You have to do blah blah blah. And then I got a new phone, but the new phone isn't like set up with it. And if I try using just my email, it logs me on just to like my regular profile. So I can't figure out how to get back my old the old Instagram.
It's harder to get into Facebook than it is your bank account.
I'm saying
it's ridiculous.
It's wild.
You forget one thing, and they're like, "What's your username?" You're like, "I think it was this." What was the last 10 passwords you used? I only used 3. I'm sorry, that's not 10.
There's a reason why I changed to 10 times. I couldn't freaking remember.
Well, and can we also just get real about our Facebook venting session for the moment?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is it not absurd that you try to log on and it says, "What is the 6-digit PIN?" But then they don't send you a 6-digit PIN. What they do is send you a thing on the phone that says, "Was this you?" So there is no 6-digit PIN.
Yep.
It is just wildly misleading.
Oh, no, that happens. So we share the Phantom Effects podcast Gmail account. Yeah. And so Mark will try to log into something, and then it will get sent to my phone, and he'll be like, "Can you press this?
Where are you?
For me?
Press the number 18. I need to get in.
Can you do this?"
Which number is showing up?
And then then she'll do the same thing where like if one of us tries to use it, we can get locked out, and then it's like, and if I reset one password, then it's like, well, time to reset 10 other things at the same time.
Yeah. Mark made all of the passwords for everything because
I did
show first, and then he'll be like, "Sam, what was it again?"
Oh,
like,
no,
it is this.
Right. No, I'm notorious. I'm there's so many different things I'm working on right now that my mind is in 10 different places at once. So I use Sam and, ironically, my 4-year-old to refresh my memory on where things are. I'll be like, "Cameron, where's my wallet? I don't remember where I put it. Dad, it's upstairs on your desk." Right. You're right. That's correct.
You're exactly right.
That is where it is. And then I'll be like, "Sam, what were we doing again?" She'll be like, "You've been talking to like these people and this person, and you're editing you're editing these things." "Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm doing those things."
Yes. It's a
so
great
one
time.
of these days,
cool.
If you wanted to join us,
it's very chaotic, but it's the good chaotic, like kind of your acting career where everything's very chaotic because you're doing a million things, and we're not quite there.
But
all for good reason.
Yes.
It sounds cool that seems very kind of on brand with saying like, "Oh, he's just cooperative. Like he just works with people, strangers, all that kind of stuff." But to have that kind of partnership with him at 4, that's amazing. Like at a certain point, I hope you take credit because that says a lot. It says a lot about him, but it says a lot more about you as a parent.
Oh, well, thank you. I don't claim to ever give parenting advice, but because I got out of sales, but because I spent so much time talking, and I talk all the time now because this is one of 3 shows that I do.
Yeah, he won't shut up.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't stop talking.
Right.
I literally just talked to him since he was like 1, like he was just already 20 and understood things, because I was like, I don't have time to talk to you like you're a baby because I need to talk literally for the next 6 hours. So I need to get in the right mindset. So I'm just going to talk to you like normal. And 3 years later, it's just become he's, I mean, obviously I'm biased. I'm going to say good things about him, but
obviously,
yeah, but he's a smart cookie.
Good for him. He's a smart Oreo.
Oreo.
He does like his Oreos. So many taglines.
Sorry, Mark. Jonathan's my new best friend.
Yeah, I know. I can't. There's nothing I can do. I'm on the side, so I can't like.
Yes.
I can't like.
Yes, we did.
There's no good camera angle.
No, you're not on the side. You're here. You're in this. I'm on the bottom. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, but like, don't worry. Do you want me to switch you up? Here, I'll put you on top now.
Oh my god!
See, there you go.
Oh, the feng shui.
I have all.
I don't like this.
Yeah, I'll go back. I'm sorry. I'll go back. I'm sorry.
Crisis averted.
I'm sorry. I won't do it again.
I got vertigo for a second. Okay.
Yeah, no. Okay. That's why I hate being late, because then I'm always on the bottom, and I was like, this isn't where I'm supposed to be.
I control all of fates.
This is not where I'm supposed
to be.
It's
fine. It's the smallest amount of power that can go to someone's head.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a color thing. Like you guys have like more in line color scale and everything, and then I'm on the bottom. Like I'm the outcast with the yellow tones and weird walls and which we're not going to. So
No,
That's the secret room.
it's because I've got
this was a good
blue
this was a good thing.
walls, a blue screen behind me to block the view of my bedroom because nobody needs to see that. And I've got no lights on but my ring light. That's why it's very like...
The light in the kitchen is just blinding.
It
So
is.
that's all that's on.
It is.
Well, and it's a lot of tweaking of webcam settings to like
Yeah.
increase the brightness and lower the shadows. And
I didn't touch mine at all. I plugged it
Yeah.
in and went, good enough.
Yeah.
Like I did
It's
with
never
your
been
mic.
bad, yeah. It's because I taught myself all that
Insane.
random... It's because I taught myself photo editing and
Uh-huh.
video editing, so then I had to learn all these things about visual effects and...
You're just...
And once you know, you can't. It's like
Yeah.
you have to.
No, I got bored like a year ago, and I was like, let's see how many things I can teach myself. So then I've been just on a very long trend of like, all right, I got certified in Google Ads. That was fun. On to the next thing. All right, I know how to, like, let's do Photoshop and video editing. All right, I did that. Let's see what else I can figure out how to do.
Was this quarantine skills?
Not really. I just kind of got bored of not knowing more things.
And it was
So-
easy for you because you worked from home.
Yeah, and I work from home, so I was like, I want to be more productive with spare time. So I just was like, I found a good educational website called Udemy for everyone out there. Very
Not
good
sponsored,
to
but
increase.
could be.
Not sponsored, but yeah, hashtag not sponsored, but maybe
Could
because I've
be.
talked about you a lot. But yeah, no, it's a
Could
good
be.
website for people. I always recommend to people that ask me like, hey, I'm trying to learn this. Where can I go? I always tell them to go to this website because they run courses all the time in sales, so you can get $10, $15 of like a 30-hour course of someone teaching you how to do stuff. And most of the teachers, that's where their money comes from, is these courses. So they all have Discords or Facebook groups and stuff where you can post
Like
your work. So
support
I always,
groups and-
so I always talk about, tell everybody, if you're ever wanting to learn anything, go to this website because odds are there's a course on it. And like, that's how I've taught myself how to edit this podcast and how to video edit and how to do motion graphic work. And
YouTube
So,
has
yeah,
taught
that's
me
awesome.
everything I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
And YouTube's actually got a lot on there too now, which is pretty great.
Because of YouTube,
Yeah,
I
but
can
it's-
make full foam armor.
It's true. That is how I learned how to make that chess piece too, was YouTube.
Hold on.
You have the hammer?
She's grabbing it. She's grabbing it. She's
I think
grabbing
the
it.
hammer. It's got to be the
No.
hammer. It's not the hammer?
No, it's the axe.
Oh, the axe. Right. I forgot about the axe.
Hi. I think I did this with
What?
when we... Yeah.
That was the first day we met, right?
No.
What were you cosplaying the day we
That's
met?
amazing.
Thank you. I don't fucking know.
I thought it was that. I thought it was that in the
Oh, it was when we went up to
Yes.
Appleton for the photo
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah, we were doing that photo shoot in the trees and the rocks and
Whoa.
stuff. High Cliff, right?
I don't fucking remember. That was
I
like
don't know, maybe.
4 years ago.
Maybe High Cliff. I don't know.
So yeah,
I am
so
so blown away.
thank
Jeez.
you. I did Astrid from the last How to Train Your Dragon movie, and I actually have it like up on a mannequin right now.
Yeah. Are you bringing that or?
I love
That's
How to
tired.
Train Your Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So her full armor I made, and it's just sitting on Bethany.
You guys are so cool.
Thank you.
This is
Oh
so
my
infuriating.
God.
Oh, Ian,
We
why'd
lost
turn
you.
out-
I unplugged my webcam from the hammer. from the
Strike
axe.
two.
Oh.
You were doing so good.
Do you know how many USBs I freaking have plugged in right now?
Oh no, it's ridiculous. I had I built this computer, so I made sure to build it with lots of different USB ports, and I think maybe I have like 10 or 11, and almost everyone's filled of just monitors and microphones and webcams. And
No, I seriously need like.
as long as I can hear you, so there's that.
Yeah, we still got you. Audio.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
You're seeing me under
This
my
is when
desk.
you need the. This is when you need to taste the caramel balsamic or just any Harry Met Sally thing.
It's true. Well, we can pretend that Sam is still here.
Oh, I
Like-
am. Shut up.
I can still hear her voice.
Quit telling everyone I'm dead.
Oh, now you're just orange.
Now I'm
This
orange.
is just fun
Oh.
content for me to edit out.
Yeah, me being orange.
Yeah, you being orange. So, Jonathan, now that we've
Lost
This-
the dead weight.
now that Sam is on strike 2 approaching strike 3 territory, in which I have no choice but to boot her out.
No.
Still orange. Still
What
orange.
is happening?
So come back. Agent Orange. We want
Just
you back.
unplug it. And did you unplug it and plug it back in?
I did.
Okay. Did
that's
you? Okay.
What
The
if
only thing I
you-
can think of is
Hi.
go to the. Yep. Okay. Did you check? Did you change the camera settings on StreamYard? You did, didn't you?
Fucking talk to me.
Yep. Freaking knew it. You knew that's where I was going.
Fucking talk to me. Here we go.
The things we discover.
Yeah, that's okay. It's not like when
Yeah.
we weren't talking to ourselves.
Nope.
On Discord.
We don't talk about that. That's a secret moment.
Ooh.
It's a hidden moment.
Secrets are no fun. Secrets tell someone.
We can when we stop going
yeah.
live.
Yeah, we can share you a story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or we can just wrap up and then keep recording anyway.
And we're done.
Until eventually Jonathan's girlfriend goes, "How are you still doing the same thing that you were doing
it's time for bed.
2 hours ago?"
Well, they've come in. I think they're eating dinner right now and other stuff. I don't know. Food, substance.
Who needs it when you've got us to talk to?
Yeah, just drink a protein smoothie. You're fine.
This feeds my soul.
Drink a
Exactly.
blue cheese and
with
Oreo
blue
smoothie,
cheese.
and you'll be
Oh.
fine. And you'll be fine.
I think I'll throw up.
That totally won't come up later. I don't want you to miss out on dinner, so we can do our
but
outro.
only if we gotta do this again.
Oh,
Yes.
you know where we are.
Yeah.
Well, Wisconsin. I know
Yeah,
that one.
exactly.
Yeah. So anytime. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Pop in.
So how do you prefer us to reach out to you? Because I
Yeah.
know sometimes it differs.
You can keep talking to Wendy.
Or do you want us to just
through Wendy or just I don't I'll reach out to you guys via Instagram and then we can just stay in touch that way and
Now
whenever
we
you're
have-
like, you know what?
Now we have to make our Instagram, Sam,
I have mine.
You do have
Yeah,
yours,
sure.
but now we have to make it for the actual fandom effect because we've been talking about it for a
Yeah.
while. It might be
That's
time to
true.
actually finally do it.
It's true.
Yeah, and wasn't that part of the deal? I'm supposed to post
It's
you
true.
guys
I think
saying,
I think we
"But
have
what
to
am I
make.
gonna tag?
Yeah. I think we have to make the Instagram now, Sam.
Like right now?
No, not
Yeah.
like right now, but
Like right now?
like
Get
Are you
some
gonna
blue
are you gonna
cheese,
do it right
get
now?
some pizza,
and we'll
Okay.
hash
some
it out.
chocolate, and tonight it is like let's just sit down and
Yeah.
get it done.
Right.
We'll
'Cause
make
I
it.
eat my tater tots.
Yeah, we'll make it by this
Oh.
weekend,
Yeah.
and we'll finally make it. Which we probably should anyway, because we are going to Anime Milwaukee, and
it'd probably
probably
be a good
people
idea.
are gonna ask us.
Hey, are you busy
Yeah.
this weekend? You want to come to a convention?
Yeah.
Yeah,
If I wasn't
wanna,
filming, yeah, I'd
if
love
you want to
to.
fly to Wisconsin, take a break.
Yeah, Milwaukee.
You know?
Just to pop over. You spend Saturday
I-
with us.
A quick pop over.
I mean, yes. The answer is yes. I would love to be there.
Oh,
Like I
thank
want
goodness.
to be a part of like a really cool movie that's hardcore sci-fi something so that I can start. I just want to be one of the characters and I want an excuse to go
Uh-huh.
because as of right now, like a legitimate one that people can't. It's every time I have like a weekend off or a day off or something like that. It's I either have to like do laundry or do time. But if it's like,
Right.
John, you have to go like this is part of the press tour. You have to go like
To a convention.
to this convention or that, and it's like, okay, yes, please, I'll go there. I'll get there a day early. I'll stay a day late. Like it's fine. I'll be there.
Yeah, I'll do every interview possible.
Yes.
I got everything. No one else needs to come. I've
Just
got
me.
this solo. Just
Nobody's needed.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'll
Okay.
represent. I'll
Yeah.
represent. Don't worry.
Got it.
yeah.
Great.
We'll be
Well-
so we'll be at Anime Milwaukee,
I'm not-
and then we're going
I'm that
to
obnoxious kid. I'm like,
me
Pick
pick
me.
me to do the thing.
Exactly. Well,
Then
if
we're going
you're
to
ever free
Fan Expo,
any
yeah.
of these weekends, we're
Yeah,
going to
we're
be
going
in
to
Fan
Fan
Expo. The July, the weekend after 4th, whatever that is,
Right, yeah.
like the 7th through the 10th
Well,
or
yeah,
something like that,
Yeah,
okay.
in Chicago. So if
Yeah.
you're free that
Yeah.
weekend, so are
Yeah.
we.
yeah. Which sadly, because even though sadly in terms of us being cosplayers, we probably won't be getting to do that a whole lot that weekend.
No, that's a work weekend.
It's a work weekend. We
Yeah.
were invited there by these Hawaiian comic book artists that
that we're homies with also.
yeah, and
Nice.
yeah,
Strange life. Well, that
Yeah.
just means we're going to have to make a movie.
that's true.
Well, we already know that.
Now,
yeah, but it's
mind
going to
you,
have to be sci-fi so that Jonathan
right.
can go to.
Now, mind you, we
Oh,
can't
yeah.
really
Yeah.
pay you.
Right. This is going to be all like freelance.
So we'll have to figure out
I'm
like
just gonna
maybe
throw out a suggestion.
You pay us.
that's a decent suggestion. What's your idea? We'll
tell us your
consider
idea.
yours too.
I was gonna say, pay me in Oreos and let's call it even.
That we can do.
We can do
I
that.
think
Yeah,
we can
pull that
Oreos.
off. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want like one a day or like a pack a week or like?
We'd have to give him like a pack. We'd have to give him a different package a day.
week?
I think.
Yeah. Oh, a day?
I think we'd have to.
A day?
Mm. Mm.
Is that even a thing? Is that viable? Are there
I
that
think for
many Oreos?
I think for
I
at
don't
least
know. We're
I
gonna
think
have to snap a
realistically
short-
I think for at
short
least
movie.
3 weeks because they release so many limited kinds of Oreos that you technically can still go and find. I think for at least 3 weeks we could pull that off. At least. I know for a fact right now if I went to the store, there's at least 9
9
different kinds at the store like right now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a week.
Right.
And that's
some.
not counting
Okay.
a lot of the special stuff that's been coming out
Got it.
that I could find.
Can you hear the pitter patter of my heart as
Yeah,
as this
actually.
is becoming a reality?
Yeah, no
I'm
problem.
hearing
We'll
it
start-
less as it I'm hearing it less and less as it gets clogged for some reason, but
because of all the
I'm
Oreos.
sure that's not related to the Oreos.
Yeah, no, we'll start working on a script now.
Yeah.
Done.
I'm gonna have to break out my writing skills again.
Oh God.
It's been a long time.
Uh,
It's been a while.
Just
But then again,
voice to text.
updated.
Yeah.
Talk,
yeah,
talk the
we
whole
both
movie.
play
You'll be fine.
D&D. This should be fine.
Right, yeah,
we
we
both
can
play
do this.
D&D. We can pull this off.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to like
there is
combine
a-
our D&D playing, and we got this.
There's a whole series that needs to be done.
Well,
That
it needs to be
done
done well.
Well, yeah. I think there's still time to try out for the new movie. I mean, unfortunately, you did lose the lead to Chris Pine.
Yeah, that's all right.
Supporting actor.
But,
I'm on his heels. I'm working on it.
yeah. But, we can get you in that movie, then we can get you to conventions. And then,
Yes.
Get
Yeah.
your Oreos.
and then you get your Oreos.
All of your end game
All,
or just
all,
Oreos.
all round about it for
You
Oreos.
had to tell us about that, and this is what happened.
Yeah. I'm giving up on editing this. This is going to be, if you're listening to
Oh,
this,
100%.
I'm not going through this. So you're going to get most
I
of
am
this.
only taking out the first chunk. Everything else after
It's
that.
like the first 8 minutes to
Mhm.
take out, and then the rest is going to be just, hey guys, here's what we did.
This is what happens
Yep.
Yeah.
when 3 ADHD people
Yeah.
walk into a Zoom meeting.
Yeah. So okay, since we both know where this is going to go, Sam, we'll wrap up, but we'll keep recording just in
Uh-huh.
case. We'll keep Jonathan for a few more minutes to
Uh-huh.
just talk.
We're holding
off
him
of
hostage.
recording,
Off-
and then
off the
we'll
books.
let him go. So to bring us
But
up,
only on the condition to bring me back, though.
we will. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
promise.
Yeah.
Yeah,
An hour 40.
it
We
has,
have
and that
watched the
and
movie. We have watched
we
our
did.
movie.
We,
We
did
should've
what
watched one of your movies.
I should have had
That's
it playing
the
on the background, like just the entire interview, like, whoa there, cowgirl. There's like, wait, what? No, nothing. It's nothing.
Okay.
Sorry. Anyways, what were you saying? Sorry.
Uh-huh.
So now that I thought of that, I'm like, oh man, yeah, that was a missed opportunity. YouTube would have had clips that I could have just pulled up and then in secret, like had the audio coming in one ear but not the other, so it doesn't loop.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
then just
amazing.
been like started sprinkling in things like periodically. This is why I need Trip Mon, Sam. This is why I need Trip Mons. 2 is not enough. I need 3.
I'm so sorry.
I know, it's all right. I don't blame you.
Well, maybe your OnlyFans money will.
That's true. Thanks to Jonathan. Once he
Coming
tweets
big.
out tweets out my
on his
OnlyFans link.
birthday.
That's
Yeah, we're gonna blast it. The ASMR. I want
Oh, yeah.
links. I just want you to read me bedtime stories. Is basically
see-
it. I will pay a monthly subscription for that.
See,
Bedtime
Sam's laughing more because she knows I'm that dedicated enough. I will record myself reading a bedtime story in a slow, smoothing voice and then
Please.
send it to you in DM on Instagram. Be like, here you go.
Please, please.
Because I have enough kids books. So here's what. Do you want a dinosaur book? Do you want like Berenstain Bears? Do you want like
Oh God.
sharks? Like do you
You
want
can also-
superheroes?
Yeah, you're.
I got a good Batman and Friends book. Taking down Lex Luthor. It's only about 10 pages. I could do that pretty quick.
Nice. Kids these days they have a different access to media. Before they just had to listen to whatever you had that was on the shelf. And if you had one book, Berenstain Bears, whatever, that's it.
Yeah.
That's what you
Oh,
get.
he has so many books. I take him to Barnes and Noble at least once a month, and we pick out another book or two.
Well, they also have like phones and access to everything.
Oh yeah, but
So
but
it's
I try
like,
to but I want him to get used to reading because I also take him to the comic book store once a month and he picks out his own comic, so he can like
that's cool.
build up his own collection of like comics. So like I want to encourage him to get into like hey, read colorful things and like read this kind of stuff, and so he gets used to like reading it. So he, I don't think he's ever used his tablet to really read. I think originally I started this conversation by saying we were going to wrap up.
And we're
Well,
rapping.
and
Yeah.
we may actually have to because we're getting kicked out of the location. So I'm gonna have to,
rip.
So that works. So as you're getting kicked out, Jonathan, where can everyone find you at?
Yeah.
So Instagram is gonna be the best thing at John. Whoa, I just forgot. Okay, so
Were you?
so Instagram, it's gonna be at John Stoddard Official, and John, by the way, is Jon, because everyone wants to put JOHN Stoddard
It's
Official,
true.
and they're
It's
like,
true.
I can't find it. I'm like, well, because I'm Jonathan, not John. But yeah, so that's going to be the easiest and best platform that I'm the most active on. But otherwise,
Very nice. And March 31st, everyone out there, don't forget, you can either catch the new stuff coming out, Jonathan and his girlfriend on March 31st, and go ahead and watch different stuff like Voices and Killer Ambition and just a lot of other things.
Look what I found.
Yeah, look at that.
oh, was that me?
No. Yes, it is.
It's me. What are you talking about? Everything's about you, man. Come on. Jesus. Anyways, but I think with whatever that was, everyone, that'll do it for this edition of the Phantom Effect podcast. Make sure to stay tuned every Wednesday, bright and early when new episodes drop. And make sure you go to our Facebook page at Phantom Effect and like that. And whatever you're listening to this on, whether it's Pandora or Apple, like and subscribe. And go ahead and check out Jonathan's work. And we'll definitely be having him back on. So stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for a lot of cool stuff we got going on. And
Other
catch
fun
us
things.
at various conventions. Sam, any final words?
No.
Perfect. Jonathan, any final words?
No, you guys are awesome. Yeah, I'm already looking forward to the next one. And just thank you for being so cool and having me. This is great.
Yeah,
Thank you for
anytime.
being cool.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Wow.
On the next Phantom Effect episode.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
With unfortunately no Oreos. So bye.
Damn. Bye.